Are you unknowingly sabotaging your immune system and heart health with your food choices? Many of us are guilty of thinking we're eating healthy meals, only to discover that certain food combinations may be working against our bodies. What appears to be a nutritious dish could be doing more harm than good, especially as we age. In today's video, we're diving into 3 common food pairings that could be negatively impacting your health, without you even realizing it. If you're over 60 or simply want to make smarter decisions about your well-being, this is the perfect video for you. We're going to walk you through how certain combinations, such as cucumbers paired with raw carrots, bananas, and pickled foods, could be disrupting your immunity, heart health, and even potassium levels. But don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll have simple, actionable solutions to protect yourself from these hidden risks, helping you feel better every day. The best part? You don't have to make drastic changes to your lifestyle. With just a few small adjustments, you'll be on your way to a healthier and more energized you. Stick around because this information could be the key to feeling better and living longer. Let's dive in. Before we get started, if you haven't already, I highly recommend subscribing and hitting that notification bell. That way, you won't miss any new videos that could improve your health and well-being. Your support means the world to me. And if you enjoy this video, you can help me continue spreading these valuable tips by liking and sharing it with your friends and family. If you're interested in this topic, drop a 1 in the comments to let me know you're with me. If not, feel free to comment 0 to share your thoughts, and I'll do my best to make the next video even better for you. Now, let's jump right into it. 1. Cucumbers and raw carrots. How many of us love a refreshing salad made with crisp cucumbers and crunchy carrots, especially when the sun is shining and the air feels warm and inviting? It's so easy to throw together, and we think of it as a healthy, light option. After all, it's packed with fresh veggies, right? But what if I told you that this seemingly innocent combination could be doing more harm than good, especially as we get older? Yes, you heard that right. There's a surprising twist that could hurt your immune system when cucumbers and raw carrots are paired together. And I'm here to tell you why. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to the foods we consume. We need to be more mindful about what we put into our systems to support our health. The issue with raw cucumbers and carrots lies in the carrots themselves. You see, carrots contain an enzyme called ascorbic acid oxidase, which is responsible for breaking down vitamin C, the very nutrient that helps to bolster our immune system. And why is this so critical? Well, as we grow older, we need vitamin C more than ever. This powerhouse nutrient supports everything from our immune function to our skin health. It fights off infections, speeds up recovery, and promotes healthy aging. But when we consume raw carrots along with cucumbers, this enzyme starts working against us, neutralizing the vitamin C before our body can even absorb its benefits. And that, my friends, is a huge problem. The struggle is real. John's story. Let me paint you a picture with a real-life example. Meet John, a 72-year-old man from Michigan who had been faithfully eating his cucumber and carrot salads for years. John believed that this simple, healthy dish was doing wonders for his body. Every day, without fail, he would fill his plate with those vibrant vegetables, feeling like he was doing the right thing for his health. But despite all his good intentions, John couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't quite right. He found himself catching cold after cold, feeling exhausted, and just not quite bouncing back the way he used to. It was so frustrating. What was he missing? John was getting more frustrated each day, feeling like he was doing everything right, eating a balanced diet, staying active, taking his vitamins, but his immune system was constantly letting him down. He would catch whatever cold was going around, struggle with it longer than most, and just couldn't regain the energy he used to have. His friends and family noticed it too. John, the man who was always on top of things, was now constantly fighting off illnesses. He started to question everything. What was he doing wrong? It wasn't until John's doctor made a passing comment about his food habits that the light bulb finally went off. Have you considered that the combination of raw cucumbers and carrots could be interfering with your body's ability to absorb vitamin C? The doctor asked. At first, John didn't believe it. How could something so simple, so healthy, possibly be causing him so much trouble? But after some research and discussions with his doctor, John decided to give it a try. He removed the raw cucumbers and carrots from his diet and noticed something remarkable. Within just a few weeks of making this simple change, John started feeling better. His energy levels surged, and he found that his immune system was starting to work more effectively. He stopped catching every sniffle that came through the office, and he noticed that his body was recovering faster. It was like a weight had been lifted, and he felt like he could truly enjoy life again. It was such a relief to John, and he couldn't believe that something as simple as his salad combination had been holding him back for so long. The simple solution that works wonders. Now, I know you're probably thinking, do I have to give up my beloved cucumbers and carrots forever? Not. The solution is simple. You don't have to sacrifice these nutritious vegetables from your life. All you need to do is make one small change. Lightly steam your carrots before adding them to your salad. Steaming the carrots before you eat them destroys the ascorbic acid oxidase enzyme, so it can't break down that precious vitamin C. This small adjustment prevents the enzyme from interfering with the vitamin C and ensures that your body can absorb all the nutrients you need. Alternatively, you could squeeze a little fresh lemon juice over your salad. The acidity from the lemon will help neutralize the enzyme's effect. It's such a small, easy adjustment, but the results could be life-changing. A simple squeeze of lemon or a few minutes of steaming can mean the difference between a vitamin-rich meal and one that inadvertently drains your body of vital nutrients. This isn't about making huge changes or sacrificing foods you enjoy. It's about smart choices and little tweaks that can have a big impact on your overall health. And I want to emphasize that these are tiny adjustments that require minimal effort but can lead to huge improvements in how you feel. It's all about taking care of your body in a way that respects the changes that come with aging. We owe it to ourselves to stay as healthy as possible, and sometimes a simple step like this can make all the difference in how we feel day to day. Final thoughts. Nourishing your body, mind, and spirit. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In the grand scheme of things, taking care of our health as we age is about making thoughtful, informed choices. It's not just about eating right, it's about doing what's right for our bodies, especially when we become more vulnerable to the effects of aging. So, the next time you're putting together a simple salad, remember that a little knowledge and a tiny tweak can help you make a big impact on your health. In a world where we sometimes feel powerless against time, these little adjustments can give us back some control, allowing us to age with grace, vitality, and strength. We deserve to feel good, not just in the moment, but in the years to come. Our bodies may change as we age, but our commitment to ourselves and our health shouldn't have to. We can still enjoy the foods we love, like cucumbers and carrots, but we just need to approach them in a way that truly nourishes us. It's amazing how making small changes can have such a profound effect on our lives. By being mindful of what we eat and taking a few extra moments to make the right adjustments, we're actively investing in our well-being. It's these tiny, thoughtful decisions that can help us feel stronger, more vibrant, and more alive as we continue our journey through life. So let's take care of ourselves, body, mind, and spirit, one small change at a time. Because we deserve it, don't we? 2. Cucumbers and bananas. When you think of a healthy snack, what comes to mind? For many of us, a refreshing and hydrating smoothie made from fruits and vegetables sounds like the perfect choice. Light, nutritious, and energizing. A cucumber-banana smoothie, for example, seems like a great option. The cool, crisp cucumber combined with a naturally sweet banana makes for an invigorating and delicious drink that feels like it's doing wonders for our health. After all, both cucumbers and bananas are considered power-packed with nutrients, right? But here's the thing. While this combination might seem like a healthy choice, it can overwhelm your potassium levels. And for those of us who are getting older, that could be a problem. I know it sounds surprising. How could something so simple, so seemingly innocent, be potentially harmful? But there's a deeper reason behind this, and it's especially important as we age. Potassium is a vital mineral in our bodies. It's essential for regulating our heart health, muscle function, and nerve signaling. It plays a critical role in keeping our fluid balance in check, which is crucial for maintaining blood pressure and keeping our organs running smoothly. When everything works as it should, potassium supports our body's normal functions with ease. But here's the catch. As we get older, our kidneys lose some of their efficiency in processing potassium. This natural decline in kidney function means that older adults can't clear excess potassium from the body as effectively as they once could, which is where the trouble starts. So, why should we care about too much potassium? Well, excessive potassium levels, also known as hyperkalemia, can trigger some alarming symptoms. In the early stages, it might show up as dizziness, fatigue, or muscle weakness. But if left unchecked, it can progress to more dangerous symptoms, like irregular heartbeats, arrhythmias, and even a complete cardiac arrest in severe cases. Yes, it's that serious. And that's where the cucumber and banana smoothie comes in. If you're regularly consuming both of these foods together in large quantities, you could be inadvertently loading up on potassium faster than your body can process it. Let me illustrate this with a real-life example, something that hits home. Betty, a sweet 77-year-old woman from Ohio, was a big fan of her cucumber and banana smoothies. She believed she was doing something great for her health by starting her mornings with a blend of these two nutrient-rich foods. For years, this smoothie was her go-to breakfast, and she felt good about her choice. In her mind, cucumbers were great for hydration and low in calories, and bananas were a good source of potassium, fiber, and energy. What could go wrong? But over time, Betty started noticing that something wasn't quite right. She began experiencing dizziness during the day, nothing too severe at first, just a bit of lightheadedness here and there. But it became more frequent and more troubling. Then, she started feeling a strange sensation in her chest. Her heart would race unexpectedly, or it would skip a beat, leaving her feeling anxious and confused. Naturally, she assumed it was just the result of aging or stress. She brushed it off, thinking that perhaps it was just part of the aging process. But as her symptoms continued, Betty eventually sought advice from her doctor. After a few tests and a thorough examination, the doctors discovered that Betty's potassium levels had become dangerously high. Her kidneys simply couldn't keep up with the excess potassium she was consuming, thanks to her daily cucumber banana smoothies. And that, as it turns out, was the cause of her symptoms. Her body was reacting to the overload of potassium, and it was beginning to take a toll on her health. What she thought was a healthy breakfast was contributing to her health issues. The smoothies, while packed with vitamins and fiber, were not the problem themselves. It was the combination of the two, the cucumber and banana, that caused the excess potassium buildup in Betty's system. Potassium-rich foods like bananas are fantastic when consumed in moderation, but when combined with cucumbers, which are also rich in potassium, though not as concentrated as bananas, it's easy to overdo it. Her aging kidneys just couldn't handle the overload, and her body began sending out distress signals. Now, I know that hearing this might make you rethink your smoothie choices. But don't panic. This doesn't mean that cucumbers or bananas should be banished from your diet. Both of these foods are incredibly beneficial to our health. Cucumbers are hydrating and low in calories, and bananas provide a rich source of fiber, potassium, and essential vitamins. They can be part of a healthy lifestyle, but the key is to separate them, especially as we age and our kidneys need a little extra help. The solution is as simple as it is effective. Don't combine them in the same meal. Instead of having them together in a smoothie, try enjoying them at different times of the day. For example, you could enjoy a banana in the morning as part of your breakfast, and then have your cucumber in the afternoon or evening, perhaps in a salad or as a refreshing snack. This small change can make a big difference in how your body processes these nutrients. By keeping the potassium intake balanced and spread throughout the day, you'll avoid overwhelming your kidneys and ensure that your body can handle everything it needs without any negative side effects. This is just one of those little things that we can do to take better care of ourselves, especially as we grow older. It's not about cutting out healthy foods from our diet. It's about making smarter choices and listening to our bodies. Our bodies are constantly giving us feedback, and as we age, it's even more important to pay attention to the signals they're sending. By making small adjustments like this one, we can continue to enjoy the foods we love while ensuring that our bodies remain in balance. It's such a simple fix, and yet it can have a huge impact on your well-being. So, the next time you reach for a cucumber or banana, remember that balance is key. It's all about making choices that nourish you in the long run, not just in the moment. Your heart, your kidneys, and your overall health will thank you for it. Take care of yourself. 3. Cucumbers and pickled foods. Who doesn't love a good pickle? There's something so satisfying about that perfect balance of crunch and tang, a burst of flavor that transforms any meal into something memorable. From crisp dill pickles to zesty bread and butter varieties, pickles are a favorite snack and an essential side dish for so many of us. But, as much as we adore these delicious little treats, it's important to recognize the hidden risks that can come with consuming them, especially when paired with other salty foods. While pickles might be a beloved part of our diet, their impact on our health, particularly as we age, can be much more dangerous than we think. The concern with pickled cucumbers isn't with the cucumbers themselves. They're crunchy, refreshing, and packed with essential nutrients like fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins. The real issue lies in the way cucumbers are pickled, which involves soaking them in brine, a salty solution that, while it adds flavor, also comes with a significant amount of sodium. And sodium, though necessary for our body in small amounts, can be harmful when consumed excessively, especially as we grow older. So why should this be a major concern? Sodium plays an essential role in maintaining fluid balance within our bodies, supporting nerve function, and regulating muscle contractions. However, too much sodium can quickly become a health hazard, and unfortunately, many of us consume more sodium than we realize. When sodium levels become too high, the body starts retaining excess water, leading to swelling and bloating. The swelling adds pressure on the heart and blood vessels, putting extra strain on an already overworked system. Over time, this added pressure can result in elevated blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for heart disease, stroke, and kidney damage. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing excess sodium. The kidneys, which are responsible for filtering waste and regulating sodium, may not function as well as they did when we were younger. The heart, too, may not be as resilient, and the added stress of excess sodium can lead to serious complications. This is particularly true for seniors whose cardiovascular and kidney health are already vulnerable due to age-related changes. Sodium's effects on the body are cumulative, meaning the more we consume over time, the more damage it can do. I can't help but think about Tom, an 81-year-old man from sunny Florida, who loved snacking on pickles. His go-to snack was a handful of salted crackers paired with his favorite pickles. He indulged in this combination every day, thinking it was just a simple, tasty treat. Over time, Tom began feeling more fatigued and drained, but he chalked it up to the natural process of aging. However, when his blood pressure readings skyrocketed during a routine checkup, his doctor was immediately concerned. After a series of tests, it became apparent that Tom's sodium intake was completely out of control. The pickles and salted crackers, two foods that Tom had no idea were wreaking havoc on his health, were seriously compromising his heart's ability to function properly. Tom's story is unfortunately not an isolated case. Many people, especially older adults, unknowingly consume large amounts of sodium through processed and packaged foods, including pickles. What may seem like harmless snacks or even healthy alternatives can easily contribute to high blood pressure and increased risk of heart disease over time. But there's hope. The good news is that with a little bit of awareness and effort, you can still enjoy the pickle snack you love, without compromising your health. It's all about making smarter choices and being mindful of how much sodium you're taking in. First and foremost, try making your pickles at home. This is one of the best ways to control the sodium content in your pickles. Store-bought pickles can have alarmingly high levels of sodium, but when you make them yourself, you get to decide how much salt goes in. Plus, homemade pickles can be packed with fresh, vibrant flavors without relying on excessive salt. Try using fresh dill, garlic, onions, or even a little bit of ginger for an extra punch. Apple cider vinegar, a dash of lemon juice, and a variety of herbs can add delicious complexity to your homemade pickles, making them both flavorful and nutritious. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Another key point to consider is pairing pickles with other foods. It's tempting to snack on pickles alongside salty foods like chips, crackers, or processed meats, but this combination can quickly elevate your sodium intake to unhealthy levels. Remember that moderation is key, and try to avoid mixing pickles with other processed foods that contribute to high sodium levels. While it's fine to indulge in your favorite salty snacks occasionally, balance is essential to prevent overloading your system with sodium. If you absolutely can't resist pairing pickles with other salty foods, it's important to stay mindful of your total sodium intake throughout the day. Pay attention to the sodium content in your other meals and make adjustments where necessary. For example, choose lower sodium options for your main meals. Focus on eating fresh, whole foods, and avoid processed foods as much as possible. Cooking your meals from scratch allows you to control exactly what goes into your food, so you can better manage your sodium intake and still enjoy the flavors you love. Staying hydrated is another simple yet powerful way to help your body manage sodium. Drinking plenty of water helps your kidneys process sodium more effectively, allowing it to be flushed out of your system. Water helps counteract the swelling and water retention caused by excessive sodium, reducing the strain on your heart and kidneys. Hydration is a fundamental part of a healthy lifestyle, and it's essential to drink enough water, especially when eating salty foods. If you're struggling to cut back on sodium, it might be helpful to consult with a healthcare provider or a nutritionist. They can guide you in creating a plan to reduce your sodium intake without sacrificing flavor. There are plenty of salt-free seasoning blends and natural flavor enhancers available that can make your meals just as delicious without relying on sodium. By focusing on whole, fresh ingredients, you can enjoy vibrant, flavorful dishes that are much better for your heart and overall health. There's no reason why we should have to give up the foods we love as we age. In fact, by making small changes and being more mindful of what we put into our bodies, we can continue to enjoy life's little pleasures, like that irresistible crunch of a pickle, without compromising our health. Aging doesn't mean giving up on the things that bring us joy. It simply means making smarter choices so we can continue to savor the moments that matter. Whether it's adjusting your pickle recipe, drinking more water, or being cautious about what you pair with your pickles, every small step you take can make a significant difference in protecting your heart and preserving your health for the years to come. So, go ahead, enjoy your pickles, but do so with care and awareness. Because, after all, you deserve to enjoy the little things in life, and a healthier, more mindful approach to your snacks is the key to long-term happiness and well-being. As we wrap up today's discussion, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We've explored how pickled foods, especially cucumbers, can be a delightful but potentially dangerous snack if consumed too often, particularly when paired with other salty foods. We've discovered the risks of high sodium intake, especially for seniors, and how it can impact our heart health, blood pressure, and overall well-being. But the good news is that we now know how to make healthier choices, such as making homemade pickles and being mindful of what we pair them with. It's all about moderation, hydration, and making smarter choices to support our long-term health. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned from today's video that you're going to practice in your own life? Whether it's making your pickles, cutting back on processed salty snacks, or simply staying more mindful of your sodium intake, Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave your comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content that helps you live a healthier and more fulfilling life. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to reading your comments.